Hello everyone, welcome back to Tranquil Waters by Stevie. We are on 1.005, believing that to be the latest edition of the map. We are still in August. We should be wrapping up August. Should be wrapping up August fairly soon here. We do have a contract that I think we're going to try and get done with. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Wow. I am tired. Yep, that is official. So if this episode is not up to the professional quality that you have so been accustomed to, that is the reason why, because yours truly, your narrator, your commentator, your Let's Play guide is tired. Why am I tired, you might ask? Well, I don't know. I am tired. But let's get to it. I've been working on getting our cozy coop up to date, or back up and running. I got it started, but it was having some problems. So I got it up on jack stands. Where I changed the oil, checked out the bearings on the wheels. Everything looks to be pretty good so far. I did charge the battery. I think we're in pretty good shape. Hopefully, I've got it to the point where it is going to be once again valuable and useful to the farm. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I wonder, let's check something out here. Yep, no repairs and no repainting necessary. So I would say we're probably in pretty good shape. So we are going to try and get, like I said, a contract done. Let me check out our contract situation. Oh, we also need to. Yeah, I canceled that one. That was a mess. Something was goofy with this contract. Look at the money we would have made though. But something just wasn't right with the field or something. It didn't work out. But this one's the one we are going to work on. We're going to be foraging. For some reason, we're foraging Triticale. I don't know why, but that's what Clifford wants us to do. So that's what we're going to do. We do need to get our cows. We need to get our cows some straw too. Yeah, we should do that. Now, I think cows, isn't straw for, so we get poop from cows? Isn't that why you give them straw? I think that's why, right? It doesn't affect their health, I don't think, though. If I remember correctly, I think it's just so you get poop, if I remember right. Whoa! Hello. Where'd you come from, little guy? I don't remember. I don't know if I had two of them. Maybe did I buy another one? Interesting. Okay. Well, let's just bring you over here and we'll let you talk to your buddy here. Maybe maybe one we can use for a parts car. Notice the difference there. This one's got the, you know what? This is the original because it's got the hitch and the semi thingy on the top. The horseshoe thingy. Yeah. So this is an imposter. You are an imposter, Cozy Coop. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Let's grab... I think we can just dump straw there. Believe so. I don't even know if we need to worry about straw for the cows. I don't think it affects their health. Does it? That's the only other thing I can think of, is it might affect their health. But I don't think so. Oh, that's what I was looking for. But we got a lot of straw. we've got a plethora of straw, so I'm not too worried about giving it away to the cows. We need to go over yonder here. That was kind of a weird noise. I heard something kind of weird. The engine sounds on this vehicle, I really, really like the engine tone of it. But I hear a little bit of a tick-tick sound, like, you know, like, wait a minute, what the heck? A square bale straw 1. Why do we have, like... So we've got 57 9,000 liter. Oh, because these are all the stinking... Okay, that's what we're going to get rid of. These are all the straw bales. Oh, I can hear. Yeah. These are all the straw bales. These odd-sized bales, I bet, were the ones that we... Oh, that's funny. I didn't know we had so many. We're going to get rid of them, though. They're the ones that got kind of partially emptied. If this makes sense. They got kind of partially emptied into one of those silos over there. And they weren't completely empty. You know what I'm saying? So the silo kind of just took some of them. Now this is probably not going to work well because... Okay. I shouldn't have said anything. Just made a liar out of me. I thought it was going to complain because they weren't all the same size. But I forgot I have the universal auto load mod installed and it doesn't tend to care about that kind of thing. I'm hearing things. Maybe it's because I'm tired, but I'm hearing things. I'm hearing like... I don't know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing things, though. I'm hearing like some weird noises once in a while. And it's almost like... I don't know what it is. Oh, we're going to have to... Yeah, okay. Let's get you out of the way, buddy. Yeah, it's like a noise that's... Yeah. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a ticking noise, like in a sound file. I've heard it before on certain mods that have custom sounds. It's not horrible. It's just enough there that I kind of, you know, I can kind of hear it, that kind of thing. All right, beauty. So straw, health, water, milk, straw, 46,000 liters there. So that's good. Oh, that almost filled it up. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to hold more straw than that. All right. So they're good on water, good on straw. They have TMR. They are already starting to produce milk. That's one reason also I like to get the 12-month-old at least, because they are able to start milking straight away. Productivity's starting to wind up. Things are looking good. I like what I'm seeing. Next, we have got our contract to do. Triticale, or so they say. I think it's over here on the left, if I'm not mistaken. Field 18. And I was mistaken because it is over here on our right. This guy right here, apparently. Now, this is that trailer that's got that 1,000,000 liter limit. I'm thinking... I'm thinking. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. You're okay. You're okay. That we won't clear more than 1 million liters of chaff from this field. Whoa. Oh, this may not go as well as I was thinking. That dolly looks really stuck right now. Oh, that dolly's jammed up. She's jammed up tight. She's not spinning. She's not. Oh, that's not good at all. You know what I think the problem is. Yeah, I didn't think this was gonna go smoothly. Which dolly did I lease? This one. This thing's got the 5th wheel locking. You've got gentle, partial, and hard. And of course, because I'm 12 years old, if I have to choose between gentle, partial, and hard, of course I'm going to choose hard. I'll let you decide why. And I am wondering if that actually is exactly why it's doing this naughtiness. What is E? What is E doing? I'm hitting the E button. Oh, it's... Oh, I didn't know what... Oh. Oh, okay. I see that. I never used the keyboard for that. Let's do this. Let's, unlock you. Lock you back up, first of all, just for the easiest fix. Oh. Okay, it's working now. We will see if we can get away with that for a while. If it gets ugly again, we might switch out the dolly. But for at least the time being, if the dolly behaves, we'll continue to use it, I guess. So this is that dealio where you get forage contracts. It's part of the... It's actually a mod that's from the same modder that does the Better Contracts mod. I believe PC only. I'm pretty sure it's PC only. And Mac. And I thought when I saw it that it would be... Whoa. I thought that it would be like foraging work, like, you know, like you would do with corn, more or less. But it kind of makes sense that it's not that, because, well, I guess it does kind of make sense that it's just not just corn. Just because, you know, you'd have to rely on the map to generate a cornfield first, and then you'd have to hope that a contract comes up for that corn. I think I'm speaking a little bit in rhymes here, or in riddles, but I think you understand what I'm saying. So its idea of foraging contracts, I guess it can be pretty much any crop except for what, grass and alfalfa here that you can forage. You know, I've never foraged any of my crops. I don't think I ever have. I know that I, at one time or another, I messed around with it just to see, you know, how it worked and stuff, but it never seemed like a good idea, because it's just, the money isn't there. You know, you're better off selling your crop for what the crop is, or using the crop for production, or for whatever its intended purpose is. But I guess if you're hard up for, if you're kind of hard up for chaff, well, you know, there you go. Can you forage If you let a crop wither, can you forage withered crop in this game? I don't think you can. I think you should be able to. I think that would make a lot of sense. That if for some reason your crop, you know, if you let your crop go long enough to where it withers, instead of just only having the option of plowing it under or mulching it, I think it would make a lot of sense to be able to forage it. I think this would also be one of the more satisfying jobs on the farm, is running a forage harvester. I don't know, there's something very satisfying about the idea of just what it does. Just sucking in the crop and just grinding it up, just pulverizing it. I gotta see if there's any videos out there on the insides of a forage harvester and what kind of mechanism is used to grind up the crop like it does. I'm picturing like a gnarly looking what word am I looking for? Like a grinder of some sort that's in there. Just a really pretty simple, like I can't imagine they're a very complicated device or a very complicated machine. It seems like the head would almost be the most complicated part of the whole gizmo. And even that shouldn't be too bad. I'm probably oversimplifying things considerably. It is fairly satisfying though. And I did grab the adjustable speed mod, so that's why we're going 12 miles an hour, and I think not 6 or 7 miles an hour. This does have a really good sound effect to it though. It sounds, I've watched enough forage harvesting videos on YouTube to know that that sounds exactly like them. I think it's gnarly looking though. I like the looks of this John Deere forage harvester as well. So I've been watching, here we go. I've been watching, you all remember, and I'm sure many of you have watched, unless you're pretty young, at least heard of, if not watched, the show 24, that had Kiefer Sutherland playing Jack Bauer. And I've been rewatching a couple of seasons of that. It's you know, it's one of those shows that was super unique for its, you know, just nobody had ever done what they did, you know, in real time. You know, the events take place in real time. And that, as far as I know, that had never been done before for TV at all. And, I mean, yeah, there's always been, like, these terrorism shows and blah, 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 but just the way 24 did it was pretty unique. But the more I watch the show, and I still enjoy it, but there's some pretty hilarious things with this show that stand out to me, and one of them for sure is the fact that these people are the most amazingly paranoid group of people I've ever seen in my life. Like, I was watching this episode last night, and you know, of course, Jack is freaking out because they're running out of time. You know, that's his big thing. You know, we're running out of time, but I guess it makes sense because the whole show is based on time. So, you know, they're running out of time, and I get it. Jack's freaking out, and everybody at the CTU facility are just a bunch of incredibly paranoid individuals, and some of the rudest people I have ever seen or heard of before in my life. Like, this one girl went to the John, and she's in there for like 2 minutes, and not even her boss, but a co-worker comes barging into the bathroom and is like, oh, there you are. You know, we need, you know, those files sent over to Jack right away. And if I was that girl, I would have been like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me right now, right? Like, at what level do you have to stoop to barge into a bathroom and tell the person, we've been looking for you? What are you doing? Well, what do you think I'm doing? Do you want me to just, I mean, if you don't want me to go away from my desk for 5 minutes so I can take care of the 12 cups of coffee I had this morning, you know, then you're going to have to rig something up that's going to be pretty unpleasant for people around me. That's just the way it is, all right? So you're either going to give me 5 minutes to go take care of my intended business in a dedicated place where it's meant to be taken care of, you know, with proper ventilation. You all know what I'm talking about, and proper facilities. Or if you're this freaking ignorant and impatient, then you're going to have to set up a straight old pipe straight from my chair right on out, you know. And I'll tell you, nobody's going to like that. Nobody is going to like that. All right. Now, for me personally, something you all don't know. Why would you know this? I have no reason why you would know this. In fact, I have no reason to think that you care to know this. But since we are a close-knit community, I feel comfortable in telling you things like this. I personally, and we've discussed similar topics before on the show, so it should not be particularly shocking to you that I am bringing this up. That being said, I personally really enjoy the freedom of a porta-john or an outhouse. I actually really like the satisfaction of anything I'm doing in there. It just goes into a hole, you know. There's no flushing activity or anything like that, because we've talked about my issues that I have with these stinking low flow toilets that suck. Actually, that don't suck. I actually prefer the freedom of a dropping hole. Now, I'll tell you where this might stem from, and I'm not going to get overly graphic. I can see the subscriptions already declining, and people just ticking that box saying, thanks, but no thanks. But I think I know where it stems from. I really do. I used to be pretty hardcore when it came to the courtesy flush. I felt very strongly. In fact, it was almost religion to me that people should without question. That's why it's called a courtesy flush, because it is only courteous of people to give that first round of flushing done, as to prevent the aromas in the bathroom from building up. All right? Sorry, I had to get a little bit of my adult water beverage. My throat is starting to lock up on me. So, being that I was super into it, almost to the point of looking forward to it, I had a bad experience one time, and it's kind of ruined the courtesy flush for me. And in fact, it's not only ruined the courtesy flush, but it's actually kind of ruined flushing altogether for me. And this is why I think I turned to the Porta-John for salvation. I was in a situation where, like any other day, I don't forget what day of the week it was, but it was at work. And it was just like any other day, man. And I was in there. I had had my coffee, so I was primed and ready to go. And I was sitting there, and God bless me with the ability, with that beautiful moment of complete release. And I'm like, yep, just like any other day. Courtesy flush that bad boy, because I knew I had others in the John with me. I knew, because I had heard one or two other people into the facilities, and I knew that it was important to me that I looked out for my fellow bathroom brethren. And I proceeded to do I'm right-handed, so I proceeded to reach behind my back with my right hand in order to pull the lever. Now, some bathrooms don't have levers now. You stand up and there's the auto flush, which actually maybe I kind of like now, because of this very reason. It would protect the user from what happened to me. It's like having a safety on a firearm, but anyways, I was just gonna say something I learned. Anyways, the safety, by the way, from what I was taught on a firearm, that's your finger. All right, let's just get that out of the way right now. You want a safety on a firearm? It's called your finger. Now, I reached behind me, did the old right hand jiggle, and flush. Okay. Now, it just so happened, I don't think I was responsible for this, but the toilet at this very moment left out the flush part of the courtesy flush part, and I didn't stand a chance. It happened way too fast. By the time I heard the difference of the water, because what the sound is like of a flush versus a non-flush. I think we've all been there. We all know what the difference in the sound is. Well, by the time I heard the difference in sound and realized that indeed this was going to be a very bad thing, it happened. And the toilet proceeded to not flush. It proceeded to work its way up to the brim. At that moment, I was at least able to get my hiney up off the seat, but I didn't have enough time to get my pants completely out of the way. Now, I'm not an ankle pant guy. I'm not like, when I go in there, I don't have, like, They don't have to be down to my ankles. It's not really a thing for me. Sometimes maybe, you know, it's a mood thing. You know, it can be a mood thing, or it can be a space thing. You know, if I've got a lot of room, I'm going to stretch out. But if it's a small stall, you know, you can't stretch out. So, you know, there's only so much you can do. And but this was a smaller stall. And by the way, I take no pleasure in using a handicap stall in a bathroom, but I also feel no regrets when I do, because regular stalls are just not roomy enough. There's just not enough room. You know, it's like going to the bathroom in a freaking coffin, and that has no appeal to me. You know. So anyways, water started bubbling over. I didn't get everything out of the way in time. And my pants just took the brunt of the failed courtesy flush, and it was a horrible, terrifying experience. One that I never care to repeat. And ever since then, I have actually I don't think I've ever given a courtesy flush again. I'm too paranoid. Way too paranoid. At least in public facilities. If you stop by and want to visit Brad someday and you want to use my facilities, trust me, they're okay. No problems. And I'm courtesy flushing all the time at home. But in public facilities, no, not anymore. It's not going to happen. And I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy, but I never want to repeat that horrifying situation ever again in my life. Ever again. And kind of actually, I remember hearing some story about, I think it's on YouTube, it was like some of the funniest news things or something, and some dude, I guess, got arrested at a Home Depot or a Lowe's. Oh man, because he said something like along the lines of, and he was in the bathroom, and people heard him talking about how he was going to, I forget what it was now, it was like he was going to drop a bomb or some sorts, and people took him literally and called the cops on him because they thought he was going to actually like blow up. Oh, I think that's what he might have said, that he was going to blow up that bathroom to his wife or something, and somebody overheard him and they freaked out, and they found out that it was just him being, you know, a guy. I don't know. I'm tired, man. So just cut me some slack. We're doing a Forage contract, for goodness sakes. It's not like I'm gonna have a ton of exciting things to say about this. I do actually really like Forage work. That thing sounds exactly like. Very cool. If any of you have played Farming Simulator, boy, why am I having a hard time saying simulator? Yeah. For any kind of lengthy amount of time, you know how the sounds used to be in this game before Giants improved them dramatically. We didn't used to have, you know, like really nice distinguished sounds for different pieces of equipment. Never had any echoing, like, you know how when you're driving through a barn or something now, you actually can hear like it sounds like you're in a barn with the noise. That didn't used to be around, and it just adds a lot. It adds so much to the game when sound effects are there that are a lot more realistic. I find especially when I'm wearing headphones over speakers, it's even adds even more. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put the kibosh on this. Well, no, I'm gonna finish our contract, but on the episode. I hope it wasn't too painful for you all, but I appreciate you hanging out with me once again on Tranquil Waters. Hopefully you'll come back and see me again tomorrow. We'll be back here in Tranquil Waters. We'll see if we can get past August and into September and start doing some more harvesting. But otherwise, you all have a great Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. Leave a like if you found any enjoyment. I'd appreciate that. And of course, you're always welcome to subscribe or become a member and all that fun stuff. And I'll see you all real soon. Bye for now.